What is information overload in digital minimalism? Imagine waking up in the morning and being greeted by a flood of notifications, emails, social media updates, news alerts, and messages from multiple apps. This constant stream of digital information can feel overwhelming and difficult to manage. In the context of digital minimalism, which emphasizes intentional use of technology and reducing unnecessary digital clutter, understanding the concept of information overload becomes essential. Information overload occurs when the volume of data and digital stimuli exceeds an individual's capacity to process and make sense of it effectively. It is a phenomenon that has become increasingly common with the rise of smartphones, social media platforms, instant messaging services, and other digital tools that provide immediate access to vast amounts of information. When faced with too much data, people often experience stress, decreased productivity, decision fatigue, and even feelings of anxiety or burnout. In digital minimalism, the goal is to curate a digital environment that aligns with personal values and priorities. This involves intentionally limiting exposure to sources of information that do not add meaningful value. For example, a person practicing digital minimalism might choose to disable non-essential notifications, unsubscribe from unnecessary email lists, or set specific times to check social media rather than constantly scrolling. By doing so, they reduce the risk of becoming overwhelmed by the sheer volume of digital content. The concept of information overload also relates to cognitive load, which refers to the mental effort required to process information. When cognitive load becomes too high due to excessive digital input, it hampers focus, creativity, and decision-making abilities. Digital minimalism encourages strategies such as simplifying digital routines, prioritizing quality over quantity of information, and creating boundaries around technology use to prevent this overload. Furthermore, information overload can lead to decision paralysis, where individuals find it difficult to make choices because they are bombarded with options and conflicting information. This can result in procrastination or avoidance behaviors, which further diminish productivity and well-being. By consciously reducing digital inputs, individuals can regain control over their mental space and foster a more focused, calm, and intentional digital life. In summary, information overload in digital minimalism refers to the state of being overwhelmed by excessive digital information, which can impair mental clarity and emotional health. Managing this overload involves deliberate actions to limit digital consumption, prioritize meaningful content, and create a balanced relationship with technology.